Hi, my name is Araya, and today I will be doing my drug infomercial on marijuana. Also known as pot, weed, hash, or even Mary Jane, just to name a few. It is one of the less addictive and controversial because some of its positive effects. It has been legalized in some states and can be used for medical use. It is from the cannabinoid drug family, derived from the dried leaves, flowers, stems, and seeds of the cannabis sativa, cannabis indica, and/or cannabis ruderalis plant. Its main ingredient is the psychoactive chemical tetrahydrocannabinol, otherwise known as THC. The three different strains differ in the shape and the effects that they cause. Sativa provides energizing, uplifting feelings, can increase your appetite, and even pain relief. Indica causes feelings of relaxation, calmness, stress relief, and has lower THC concentration. Ruderalis is known as the hybrid. It has the lowest THC concentrations and is typically combined with one of the other two main strains. While it is considered a possible gateway drug to a more potent one, a person's likelihood is more dependent on the age the individual had access to drugs, opportunities, and a willingness to seek out more potent ones. According to the National Institute of Drug Abuse, studies done suggest the usage of marijuana at early ages like adolescence leads to cognitive decline, damage to the hippocampus, which is the part of the brain associated with memories, and other brain development issues. Roughly within the last decade, we have seen an increase of marijuana usage among young adults in the US ages 19 to 30. In 2021, it reached an all-time high since it first started being recorded in 1988. 43% of young adults reported using marijuana within the last year, compared to 2016 when it was only 34%, and in 2011 when it was only 29%. Additionally, when asked how many of them used in the last month, 29% reported using in the last month in 2021, 21% in 2016, and 17% in 2011. Additionally, in recent years, vaping has also become more common among young adults as it's believed to be less harmful, and sweet flavoring tends to appeal to a younger market. In 2017, usage among young adults was around 6%. During the pandemic, it leveled off, and in 2021, it doubled to almost 12%. It can be taken in a variety of ways. For example, it can be smoked in hand-rolled cigarettes called joints or water pipes known as bongs. It doesn't take very long for the effects to settle in because once it passes the lungs, it directly enters the bloodstream. Number two, it can be vaporized. In vaporized form, the effects are almost immediate as well. It contains the active ingredient THC in a single storage unit where a person inhales only the vapor, not the smoke. Therefore, it is more concentrated. Number three, it can be eaten. This effect typically takes a lot longer because it requires going through the digestive system, being absorbed, and then entering the bloodstream. People tend to not be careful and grow impatient because they're not feeling the effects soon enough and may increase the dosage, which can be extremely dangerous once the high kicks in. It can be eaten as edibles, which tend to appear like gummies or candy, or placed in food like cookies and brownies, which can actually appeal to a much younger audience as it appears more tolerable. Some other forms include extracts such as hash oil and wax or synthetic form, which tend to be the most dangerous. Despite them being labeled as safer because it's considered fake, extract is man-made and can contain a variety of unknown chemicals and concentration, which can be unpredictable and cause someone to land in the ER or even perish. Some short-term psychological effects include changes in mood, impaired memory and thinking, so the inability to rationalize or make proper decisions, even after 24 hours of discontinued use. It can even cause acute psychosis if the potency turns out to be higher than expected, or if it's the person's first time and they took too much. They would experience hallucinations, paranoia, delusions, anxiety, fear, and distrust. Some physical effects include feelings of euphoria and relaxation, so the high, increased heart rate for up to 3 hours, bloodshot eyes due to eye dryness and dry mouth, heightened sensory perception, so brighter colors, slower reflexes, which is why it's important to not drive under the influence, and an increased appetite, like the feeling of the munchies. Some long-term effects of marijuana usage include impaired brain function. In terms of thinking, attention, learning, and memory, it disables a person to carry out basic decision-making skills. Respiratory problems. A person who smokes marijuana can even develop similar issues to that of a person who smokes tobacco. The smoke irritates the lungs and causes a buildup of phlegm, which can leave a person more susceptible to infection and illness. Additionally, cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome is caused by regular long-term usage that leads to cycles of intense nausea, vomiting, and dehydration that sometimes even require medical attention. And that is all. Thank you for watching.